What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As I'm gonna be trying to make Whataburger. Now here it is. There will be an interior for this whenever the weekly schedule says. I don't know, man. I'm recording this like way too early. Also, there is a banner letter alternative for the logo. I will show you how to make that at the very end. It's also in the inside when I peek in there. So yeah, that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so the spinner was a 37 by 25, and the materials we'll be needing to start off are stone bricks, birch planks, I almost got a not that block, stripped birch wood, black stained glass pens, black stained glass blocks, dark oak doors, light gray terracotta, and oh, this is an awkward number. So we'll go smooth quartz slabs and smooth quartz blocks, I suppose. You also need orange concrete, you need white concrete, you need I'll get there. Acacia planks, acacia stairs, and acacia slabs, and I think that's everything. Also, I want to say right now before I start, my mic may or may not pop throughout this video. I'm going to try to skim through to see if it does it in any big parts, and if it does, then I'll just re-record the audio for it. I just think I need a new controller because I don't think it's the mic that's the problem. But, yeah, so I'm sorry if that happens to happen at any point where I don't either see it or don't deem it good enough or important enough for me to actually waste my time to re-record the audio. Anyway, I'm going to try to put the cord in a specific way, because it's like, I think if it's bent a certain way, or if it, like, bends, it explodes. Anyway, starting from the front left-hand corner of your 37 by 25 grid call, if you made it. If you want to start from the front right as well, you can. The front is symmetrical, the sides are not. Although it technically doesn't matter if you're not going to make the interior that I'm going to show you how to make whenever I show you how to make that. I don't know when it'll be. But you want to start from this front left-hand corner, you want to count back by 4, and right by 2, and going right, you're going to want to place 8 stone bricks. If you punch out the corners of your grid, you can go and do this from the other side as well and just, have that marked out. Because we're going to probably actually go around the back and start with that because I find that easier. Anyway, going left to right on top of that row, you want to place strip birch wood, birch plank, strip birch wood. By the way, every strip birch wood is facing up and down. 4 black stained glass pans and then a strip birch wood. Copy that row one more time. And then you want to basically bring everything up with its respective block and additional row, except the black stained glass panes will be brought up with light gray terracotta. This is going to become a very big theme, so get ready for that. Yeah, we're going to worry out all the, like, sides and stuff. So, I might just ignore the door at the back for now, because we need the spruce door, which I forgot to tell you. You want to come to the furthest left block, and you want to bring the stone brick back by 18. Then you can go right by 32. Forward by 18. And then left by 7. So if you look at it from an overhead, you'll have this. Also, this space in the middle here is, hold on, I'll count it, 6, 12, 13, 14. It should be 17. I'm actually going to confirm that with this. Yes. What you did at the front left here, you actually want to kind of invert and copy on the right side. So I'll say going right to left, you'll play strip birch, birch plank, strip birch, 4 panes, strip birch, like that. So the windows will be more towards the center, and then you'll copy that row one more time, and you'll do the whole shenanigans with that. And then again, except light gray terracotta on top of the panes for that second row up, like so. Fairly simple start. I'm gonna start by going Yeah, I'm gonna go back on the right, and then I'll stop at the corner, and then go back on the left, and then stop at the corner. Actually, I'll probably go a little bit across the back at the right, but we'll figure it out. It's whatever I feel like doing. Um, anyway, you want to go backward here at the right side with a birch plank, strip birch, 4 black stained glass panes, strip birch, 4 birch planks, strip birch, black stained glass pane, 1 block gap, black stained glass pane, strip birch, birch plank, strip birch, across the back with birch plank, strip birch, black stained glass pane, 1 block gap, black stained glass pane, strip birch. And then from the left side moving back, you're going to want to play... Wait, is that a... Never mind, I'm stupid. You're going to want to place birch plank, strip birch, 4 black stained glass panes, strip birch, 4 black stained glass panes, strip birch, 5 birch planks, and then a strip birch at the end there. And then the rest of this kind of back stone brick row, you can just place a birch plank on top of each stone brick. Seems like 4 is going to be the number of this, actually. Usually it's like 2 or something, or 1, but no, it's 4. Yeah, you can again basically copy kind of everything on the outside by 1 more row, and then do it again, except on... Okay, let me actually pause before I say that. The drive-through windows, you can leave as is. This is a generic drive-through window design, just like the, too high thing. What I did was I connected the top panes together across the middle, so you only have a 1 block gap, because people can't technically jump through a window if it's a 1 block. Well, you could try. But yeah, I don't know why that's what's important, but whatever. So you'll have this, basically, for those. And then again, you'll copy it a second time, except the panes will be brought up with lycra terracotta. I'm going to do all that at once. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. Did I say that? I feel like I didn't, but I feel like I did. I am for the most part either way. If I said that twice, there, you get it twice. I don't know, man. It's been one of an interesting day. As you can tell, my brain cells are out the window. If I had any to begin with, I suppose. But, yeah. Man, I was struggling, though. Because I was like, okay, I'm going to make an Olive Garden. I couldn't find an Olive Garden that looked good. I had the logo made for, like, a lot of time. And then I was like, okay, well, then I'll make an AutoZone. Failed to make that. The front's over there somewhere. Couldn't think of anything else. Came to Whataburger and struggled with the logo for, like, 10 minutes before I finally got something that looks good. And I still wasn't settled with it, evidently. Alright, so we're going to come back to the front middle, and we're going to, do something a little strange. I'll say that. So you can come to either the left or the right side, whichever you prefer. I'm a left type of guy, even though I'm right-handed, but I start at the left. I guess I like going right. You know, that's because I guess that's the way you write, huh? Like, you write left to right. I wonder if that's why I like building that way. Just a thought. Anyway, you want to leave a 1 block gap from this wall going across the build, which is right for me, and you want to place 5 stone bricks, and then a strip birch wood. And if you want to do this from the other side, kind of inverted, you can. I'm actually going to. So 1 block gap, 5 stone bricks, strip birch. Bring each stone brick up with 3 birch planks. And then, frick, we need another material. And then you want to bring each strip birch up with 3 strip birch. You can get rid of your light gray terracotta and get out birch stairs, and you want to connect the top strip birch woods together with upside down birch stairs, and then you'll have a 3x3 gap in the middle, which is cool. You want to, 1 block back, you want to, at either the left or the right, doesn't matter, place black stained glass block, and then going across it, dark oak door, black stained glass. So you'll have this, and then you'll fill in the rest of this with the old black stained glass. Like so. You can get rid of your birch stairs, your dark oak door, your black stained glass blocks, your black stained glass panes, your strip birch wood, your birch planks, and your stone bricks. So you just want the 2 smooth quartzes. And you want to get out orange concrete, white concrete, and if you're making the actual blocky logo, acacia planks, acacia stairs, and acacia slabs. I'll show you at the very end how to do the other one. Also, I'd recommend moving your smooth quartz forward so it makes more sense. Also, spruce door, actually, you do need. Not an oak door. Nobody likes oak doors. That was a little mean. Anyway, we're gonna mark out the fun part, which isn't fun at all, but we're gonna pretend it's fun. So I left these slits in the walls on purpose, because in those slits, what you want to do is you want to basically be in them, and then you want to count forward by 1, and going forward, place 4 orange concrete. When you do this, you want to bring all 4 rows with this type of a pattern, and you want to bring each up with an additional row, inward diagonally up with orange concrete, and then up a row, in diagonally up by 2. I'm gonna actually bring it all back at the end. Up 1, in diagonally up 2, up 1, in diagonally up 2, up 1, and then you'll have 1 in the middle. That's inward diagonally up 1 from that, like so, and then you can again bring that back. You do need your birch plank still, because you're going to end up having these little gaps at the kind of outsides of this, and you just want to place birch planks in them. It's like 4 blocks total, and then that should be the end of the birch plank reign for the video. We'll get there, I swear. Hold on, give me a second, man. It takes a while to fill in things. Okay, there we go. Now, the next part, at least one person's going to hate me for, because I hate myself for it, frankly. The way that the roof is. Now, it is like this on Whataburger, so at least I'll have that much going for me. But you want to basically take the top center, and you'll have 4 orange concrete here if you look at it from the top, and that's right. You want to bring it back only, well, the entire thing eventually, or most of it eventually, but only the top block just to get it marked out. Back with an orange concrete, 5 white concrete, 5 orange concrete, 5 white concrete, and then 5 orange concrete. And you'll notice you'll stick off the end of the build by 2, or the back of the build, whatever you want to call it. That's the roof. That's the pattern the roof follows, and I hate it, but it's fine. I actually use /fill commands to make it work, and structure blocks. You'll notice if you actually look at the or in the video, you'll notice it had the weird cross beams inside. That was because I structure blocked the thing, and it took the smooth quartz from the front of the build and just took it with it. But yeah, I structure blocked it, and then I just did replace or /fill replace color stuff, and it was kind of annoying anyway. But you know, there's a thought if you want to make it different. So I'm gonna tell you to take the orange concrete at the back, the furthest back one, and I guess if you want to take both the furthest back too. Yeah, I actually would do the furthest back too, just because. You want to bring them out diagonally down by 1, down 1, out diagonally down 2. Hopefully you know the pattern at this point. It's the same as the front, but I'll tell you it if you really want to know it. I'm doing both rows this time. Oh my god, it's horrible. Down 1, out diagonally down 2, down 1, and then the bottom it does get weird, don't forget. Out diagonally down 2, down 1, out diagonally down 1, and then down 1, and it should connect nicely to the ground. Like that, and you'll have a triangle. And this actually looks kind of cool. This looks like the, one of those, like, boat things. If anybody watched Theme Park when I actually was working on that and actually did it consistently, if anybody remembers the boat ride I made, this reminds me of that. Don't know why, just kind of does. Anyway, at the back here at the left side, from my perspective, so the side closer to the little drive-thru window here, you want to take not directly under these 2 orange concrete, but kind of towards the center of the build. You want to break a doorway here and place a spruce door. You can see where that's placed because that explanation was garbage. But yeah. Let's, I guess, knock out the center because why not? So at the front and the back, you want to, along the top row of birch planks, kind of inside the triangle, you want to place rows of upside down smooth quartz slabs that move forward, I guess, until you're one short of the end of the orange concrete. So it's going to be 3 rows at the front, and it'll only actually be 1 row at the back. Which I know is a little bit weird, but whatever. Like that. And then you'll fill in everything above that row of smooth quartz slabs on top of the, I guess, outermost one. And you just want to fill it in with smooth quartz blocks, and that will kind of give you... I don't know, whatever. If you are doing the banner, though, I do want you to think about this step, because you have the slab row, obviously, which screws up everything if you're using the banner. Because I'd say maybe use white concrete, or incorporate white concrete somehow into this particular portion. Who is asking, actually? Because it wasn't me. Even though it was a comment, by the way. Sorry to who commented that. I'm obviously not saying, because I don't want to offend anybody, but, you know. Even though I just did. Alright, so you have that. Let's get the logo out of the way. Now, again, if you don't want to make this logo and you want the banner, just, I don't know, just ignore this. So you want to take the middle smooth quartz, upside down smooth quartz slab. You'll notice because it's in line with the dark oak door. And then you'll count up by 2, and you'll place an acacia plank. There, that's the logo, I'm just kidding. Left and right of it, you're going to want to place acacia stairs that face into it, so the little divots are like that. So it almost gives you like a really, really small W. I hate that reality. You can bring each acacia stair down with an upside down acacia stair that faces away from the center, so the divots are outward like that. And then from here, you'll have these 2 acacia stairs near the side. You want to bring them out with the upside down acacia stairs. These are actually placed logically, the divots are facing out. And then you'll bring those upside down stairs and the plank up, each with an additional acacia plank, and then bring that plank up with an acacia slab, and that will be your W. It's not the greatest thing. I can't tell you how much I struggle with this. I even tried like a month ago, I think it was, to make a logo, and I still failed. It's probably roaming somewhere in this area. I don't know where, though. But, yeah, I have attempted before. And then this is what I ended up with. I also made a really big one, which was over there somewhere, except it's gone now, because I didn't remove it for the build. Anyway, that's enough rambling. You're going to want to take either side, and you're doing the same thing with each side, so I may only talk about this once if I'm getting lazy. You want to, around the kind of, I guess, outskirts of this top row, you want to place upside down smooth quartz slabs to go all the way around, and it'll connect to the orange concrete on the front and the back. Just like that. Take the end acacia, nah, it's not even acacia, the end smooth quartz slab, and you want to bring it upward, diagonally, outward, and to the left with an orange concrete. So it's diagonally touching like that. Kind of the corners are, like, it's like 1 pixel's worth of connection. Not even a pixel. Like, that's, man, that's small. Anyway, hold on, let me just, like, make sure that okay, I just wanted to make sure I get that right. You want to bring this orange concrete right by 3, or it would be left if you're on the right side, right if you're on the left side. Up diagonally, right 1, right 3 again. Make sure that you're knowing if you want to switch directions. Up diagonally to the right 1, right 3, up diagonally to the right 1. Then you'll only have to go right 1 to connect to that. And then you do the same thing at the other side. I'm going to do this way because it makes sense in my head enough. And then if you also want to make this same little peak at the back, I would advise you do. So you'll end up having 4 of them. It's literally just 4s. It's not that crazy. This part I think is pretty easy. Especially for, like, the shape of this build. It's not that bad of a build. It's kind of just numbers. But, I mean, I also have made it, so, like, you know. But I'm going to start from the top, and it's going to line up, because I'm so cool. I also was literally just looking at it, so if I mess this up, then I might start crying a little bit. Okay, we're good. Now, you're going to want to line them up, so that way the orange and the white from that middle row there are also on the edges. So, if you really are curious from the front, it would be 2 orange concrete, and then it just kind of picks up from there. And it will also end on 5 as well. And then it'll be the kind of same thing at the other side, obviously. And then it would just be 4 at the back if you really want to start from the back. I don't know. Maybe you're a psychopath. It's a joke. Psychopaths, well, I'm not gonna say they wouldn't. Anyway, you have this. You have 4 of these little, like, triangles that aren't filled in with anything. So you want to fill them in with smooth quartz blocks. Obviously, a block behind the orange concrete. Like so. This kind of just gives the build a little bit more of a symmetrical look. I don't know. Also, you could totally, by the way, have this orange concrete stop like here. Have this be the last orange concrete block, and then have the walls just connect down below. I did consider that. I actually almost went with that. Although I think having it go all the way down just is a little bit more interesting to look at. But I mean, like, you know, they're both very valid designs, especially for this. So now it's the best part. You want to take your roof and you want to fill it in. And where you have the white concrete, it's going to be a white concrete strip. Where you have the orange concrete, it's going to be an orange concrete strip. And you're basically just following it. So for the bottom here, you know, you're going to bring this part, whoopsies. You're going to bring this peak here back. Just making sure that I actually did that far enough. And then you'll hit the middle peak, and you'll just have to bring that the same. Really nothing crazy, and I'll actually show you from the overhead real quick what that does for you. It does that. And then, again, you'll need everything. This part is not fun, by the way. I dislike this part. But, I mean, hey, sometimes to make something look cool, you gotta pay the price. This kind of, for some reason, I don't know why, I was getting vibes that I had made this when I was, like, you know, when I was going to get some water for the video, which, ironically, I haven't even drinking yet, but it's fine. We'll just pretend that it's half empty. But I was like, I think it reminded me of A&W, and I don't know why. I guess because it does the same, like, color scheme, that orange and white, because A&W was like that. Although A&W was more of a Denny's style with that, like, kind of winged roof, almost. Because this one kind of, like, goes up into a peak. That, like, went down to a peak. So did Denny's. Denny's was, like, left to right, though. A&W was front to back, which was actually really weird. Although I do really like how that turned out. I can't even lie. Like, that's one of the nicer tutorials. And also, I think it has, like, 1,000 views, which I was kind of surprised by when I noticed that whenever I was looking. Or it has a decent amount of views. But, yeah. And there will be an interior for this. I know I mentioned that in the intro, but I really need to find something to talk about here, so... But that'll be it. Oh no, silence. This kind of like gives me carnival-ish vibes. I don't know why. I mean, not really, but kind of. If anybody understands what I mean, like, it's not the same color schemes, but just like the striped and like the shape of the roof. Just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just such a big clown, I think everything's a circus, I don't know. I really just buried myself like that. Anyway. Yeah. How's everyone doing on this fine evening, even though nobody can actually reply to me live? You know. Really don't have any plans. All the plans that I've had now have been, like, released. Except for one thing, but I think that one thing might just never happen. Yeah. Not me leaving a block a gap. Well, the thing that I don't know. Although I do want to get some more build battles done, because I love doing those build battles, and I think everybody enjoys them. For the most part, I mean, you know, we've had some experiences on those. But I feel like those are just like, you know, they're kind of what you make of them, I guess. And also how lucky you get. Like, man, we've had some unfortunate circumstances go down. Including Gaming Warehouse getting on the third one, I think, or whatever the improving builds one. He got literally an impossible combination of papers. Oh man, I really got to be better at that though. Like that's all on me, man. I don't know. But yeah, next one I know what I want to do. I just was making a clock tower, and then I got bored and never returned to making the clock tower. So yeah. Which doesn't spoil it, actually. I was going to say which spoils it, but it doesn't, because there's more interesting to it. Anyway, so that's your A&W, or, oh my god, there I go. That's your Whataburger done. Now, if you want to make the banner, you need a white banner, you need orange dye, you need white dye, and you obviously need a loom. I also don't have this on a note sheet, so hold on, let me just, like, think about this. Okay. So you want to do the first thing you want to do is orange, and you want to do the entire bottom half as orange, like that. Then as orange, you want to do a stripe up the right side and also a stripe up the left side, which gives you a really, really ugly U. Why am I holding a banner? Then you want to do in orange the... It's kind of a diamond. It's the bigger diamond in the middle, which is that one. And then you want to get out your white dye, and you want to do two things with this. You want to do the triangle along the bottom, and you want to do the border around the entire outside, and that gives you this. If you don't want to do the border, you know, fair enough. Because, I mean, hold on, wait. I didn't think this one through. It's either that or that. I think the border does make it look a little bit better, although there you go. And there's the logo, if you even want to do both or something, I don't really know. And you have a lot of space down here at the bottom, so I mean, even if you want to do that, I don't know. It looks goofy, but, you know, I'm going to leave it because, I don't know. I went through the effort to make the banner. I might as well leave it on the build. Although, I might use that for the inside. That'd be pretty cool. Also, that was off my memory. The fact that I did that is kind of wild. Well, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Whataburger complete. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.